So here's the truth. People who are more connected to themselves have a much easier time connecting with other people. The more comfortable you are with yourself, the easier it is to get along with other people, talk to strangers, and just put yourself out there in general. Welcome or welcome back to Soulspiration by Sadiqa. I'm Sadiqa, and I make videos for women in their 20s and 30s who are looking for a juicier, fuller networking, social, and dating life by improving their communication and social skills. As an event MC and speaking coach, I have come to realize that putting yourself out there is not as scary as it seems. The reality is that people want to meet you. People are actually rooting for you.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
You just have to be comfortable with you enough to realize that. Today's video, I'm talking about 3 things that I do to maintain comfortability with myself, which in turn has indefinitely and absolutely improved the quality of my communication and my social confidence. I want to thank you in advance for liking this video and for sharing it with someone that you think might need it, and as well as subscribing to the Soul Tribe where we what? Step out of the matrix and honey into our divinity. All right, let's get into it. How to connect and get more comfortable with yourself to improve your social confidence. Okay, so here's number 1. Dancing in the mirror. Quick little hair change. Dancing in the mirror, honey. I'm talking full out dance moves. Most people are afraid of dancing in public. But when you dance in the mirror all the time and get used to looking at yourself doing it, you start to feel more comfortable with it. Your body connection starts to feel really comfortable because you're used to moving it, you're used to grooving it, and you become like flowing water. And water is a very feminine trait. Water, the ocean, is beautiful. It just is. So when you start getting used to moving yourself and looking at yourself doing it and feeling comfortable, it becomes like water. You just are. And it's very feminine, very confident, not over the top, just is. Just is. Now, by dancing in the mirror, you can think of that as practice. Not that you need to perform for anyone, you're just getting used to being comfortable in your body. That's what matters. So, PubMed Central, which is the National Library of Medicine, they did a review on the positive effects that dancing has on what they call PSA, which is physique, social anxiety, on top of our PSE, physical self esteem. The study itself was a dance intervention, and it included people from ages 18 all the way up to 76 years old. And the intervention included 7 different types of dances. We're talking Zumba, salsa, aerobic dancing, belly dancing. This intervention showed an increase in PSE. That's the increase in physical self-esteem. It also concurrently showed a reduction in PSA, physique social anxiety, meaning people weren't worried about what does their body look like. That started to go down. Both men and women were in this study, but this had an even more positive effect on women. Have you ever noticed how confident dancers are? I mean, think about back to when you were in high school and there was the dancers that you just saw them doing pirouettes down the hallway. That's because they have this mind-body connection. They feel so connected to their body. They don't care who's watching. They're going to let you know that they're there and that they can do those dances. Really what that is that's them being bold and feeling comfortable taking up space. And you can too. Now, you don't have to become a professional dancer, but I do want you to feel professionally connected to your body, okay? So really, the next time you go out, you're not going to need to have alcohol like everyone else to loosen up. You're going to be like, I do this all the time. I'm comfortable with this. I'm used to this. Now, how does this relate to your social confidence? Well, whenever you feel comfortable in your body, when other people see you comfortable and confident, they take notice of that and they're going to be naturally drawn to that confidence, that natural grounding you have by really feeling like you can let loose and you're connected to yourself and you're in the moment and you're present. That is what happens. Now you're dancing with strangers and they came up to you and you're like, hey, ooh, I like that. Haven't you? If you've never experienced that before, just wait. Get comfortable. Start dancing in the mirror. Practice. Just get comfortable dancing in front of yourself. And when you go out and you let their inhibitions go, people are going to want to be They want that too. They want a piece of that effortless confidence, and they're going to be coming up to you. They're going to be drawn to you. Outside of that being a benefit, right? Strangers coming up to you wanting to dance with you or feeling more drawn to you. Let's talk about the other benefits that come with dancing in the mirror and how this is helpful to connect with yourself. There's two reasons. The first reason is that dancing actually releases endorphins as well as dopamine. Those are the feel good chemicals. So if you're feeling good about your movement whilst looking at yourself, you're creating a positive and secure connection with you. The other positive to this is that dancing in the mirror, or just dancing in general, it creates visual capability and creates a sense of achievement. So as you're doing a dance move and you feel like you're nailing it, or you just feel good, you feel like you're capable. And now you feel like you've achieved something. And it was all because of you, because you were moving that body of yours. So after this video, you're going to start dancing in the mirror, right? All right, let's move on to number 2, hugging yourself. Hugging yourself. Okay, listen. It feels really good to give other people hugs. It also feels really good to receive hugs from others. The reality is, the reason why that feels good is because it's yourself that's feeling it. I wouldn't be surprised that if you've already given yourself a hug, mainly because doing that stretches the back really nicely, it stretches out the shoulders. Have you ever intentionally given yourself a hug? Self-soothing actions like hugging yourself or even just putting your hand over your chest in your heart space. This has been proven to reduce cortisol, which is the stress hormone, to increase oxytocin and the calming part of your nervous system. When our nervous systems are calm, we feel more grounded and more comfortable with ourselves. And in turn, very comfortable talking to other people. That's a huge one. I think when your nervous system is really at rest, your parasympathetic nervous system is chill, you feel so comfortable with yourself and you just feel comfortable whoever approaches you. It doesn't even matter. Or if you choose you want to approach someone else, you're so leveled and so grounded, it doesn't even matter who it is you want to talk to. You're going to do it with ease. The very thing that prevents you from doing it with ease is now leveled out, and that's your nervous system. Some of the best conversations and the most confident I've ever felt was because I was grounded and my nervous system was also grounded. And this is when I was speaking to people who were multimillionaires, people who were higher ups in their industry, prominent people. At the end of the day, they're just human beings. But had my nervous system kind of been like, all jumbled up, I would have been more frantic and, oh my God, and overthinking and doing this and that, when instead of just being at a nice equilibrium. That's the power of hugging yourself, connecting with you, silencing the mind. I think the biggest thing you'll notice too is that when you feel like your nervous system is calm and your cortisol levels are down, you'll feel like you don't have anything to prove to anyone. And that's a huge part of why people lack social confidence, is because they feel like they have something to prove. There's nothing to prove. Just be. Okay, so this is what I recommend you doing for those who feel comfortable doing this. This is in the comfort of your own home. Something that I like to do is put my hand over my chest or hug myself, and I say, "You are safe, you are more than enough, and you are accepted." And okay, we got really mushy there, but that's the kind of stuff that's needed to feel connected to yourself and to feel like you can own who you are. This is that inner work, y'all. You think people just woke up yesterday confident? No, sometimes some people are that way, but other people have to do this inner work, and I recognize that, growing up throughout my life, I've had to do some of this inner work so I can step out there and put myself out there and be who I want to be and affirm myself. And I'm no different from you. We're all operating in one consciousness. All right, let's move on to the last final tip. Last, but certainly not least, affirm yourself. Affirm yourself. Affirmations are like dollars. The more you invest into something, into yourself, the more it builds up. Affirmations are words that solidify who you are or who you want to be. Now, the thing about affirmations is that you have to say them all the time in order for them to stick. And the reason that is because we have so subconscious programming happening around us that we're not even aware of. On top of things that we were born with, some type of programming in our minds that we were built with, born with. Sometimes things were even passed down to us genetically. There's a lot that goes into it and why you feel like you might be stuck in a certain space mentally about who you are or what you can amount to. There's a lot that goes into that. So, affirmations are a very powerful way to really reinstall, reconfigure, right? New software into your hardware. Your head is your hardware, the software changes are the new affirmations. If your mentality is currently or has ever been, I'm socially awkward, I can't make friends, I can't go on dates, I don't get dates, blah, 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 blah. What's awesome about affirmations is that you can choose what you want to affirm. And it would be wise to choose to affirm the parts of yourself that you feel are that you're struggling with, the parts that are weak, and reaffirm the opposite. So if it was, I'm socially awkward, then your affirmation could and should be, I'm a social butterfly, or it's easy for me to connect and make friends. I enjoy it. I'm good at it. Now, how's that for connecting with yourself? Now, what I like to do is I like to find a video, usually on YouTube, and I'll choose a topic. Maybe I want to choose it to be self-love. Whatever type of video, whatever area you feel you're struggling with, okay? This is how you're choosing to connect and love on yourself. You're going to find a video that speaks life into that area. So if you're lacking some self-love, then find a video that's loving on that area. There's tons of videos. You can do some on money, you can do some on attracting love, you can do them on everything. Find them on everything. Almost every topic they exist. And I like to find the videos that are about 8 hours long because chances are I'm going to get about 7 to 8 hours of sleep. I press play, I turn it down to a nice volume where it's not blasting in my ear, and then I fall asleep and I think about what's being said. I focus on the words and I feel what's being said. And if you're in the beginning stages of this, you might feel that what you're hearing does not measure up to what you're feeling. Ignore that. It's going to take some time for that software to download into your hardware, okay? Just keep playing it. And the trick here is to play it every night. Play it for 30 days. Choose one topic for 30 days. And what you'll find is that it's going to become so natural to you to feel good about whatever it is you were weak in. I'll give you an example. I like to do beauty affirmations. I think it's a smart and wise thing for us women to do. And so I got some beauty affirmations. And for those of you who don't know, the reason I do this is because one of the reasons I do this is that I work as a technician. And sometimes I can feel a little a little gruff, little like I don't get the chance to dress up because I wear a uniform to work. So this is my way to kind of reconnect with the feminine side of myself, with beauty and just the Venus of, the goddess of beauty. And so I play beauty affirmations and I'll play it every night and go to sleep. And then the next day, for example, I did that like on Thursday night. Friday night, my coworker picked me up for work. I get in the car. She's FaceTiming her mom. She shows me the phone of her mom. Her mom says hello, and she goes, "Oh my God, she's so beautiful." And I'm thinking, "Oh my God, thank you." Like I didn't expect her mom to say that I was beautiful, but what that does is that it just reaffirms what you're telling the world. Will reaffirm what is inside your head. So choose something to strengthen the weakness, so that your surroundings and your experiences reflect that. Okay, not the old programming, but the new programming. That is a great way to connect to yourself because you're showing that side of you that needs love, attention, and affection. It's like a baby. You're tending to that side of you that's like a baby. It needs some good rearing. It needs some good and new reparenting. Okay. Now I want you to do all these things daily, not once or twice a month, but daily. All right. And let's recap what we talked about. For one, we are dancing in the mirror. We are realizing that if we connect to our body, then we are connecting to ourselves. That it releases endorphins and dopamine and reduces physique social anxiety and increases physical self-esteem. Secondly, we are hugging ourselves and putting our hands over our heart because it reduces cortisol, which is the stress hormone, and increases oxytocin in the calming part of our nervous system. And just that physical connection to yourself is the best way to feel connected. It also is a grounding mechanism that helps you feel so comfortable no matter who you are with and where you are. I'm speaking from pure experience when I say this. And lastly, we are affirming ourselves. We are affirming ourselves and tending to the part of our garden that has a bunch of weeds. And we are listening to things that are going to strengthen us and lift us up and speak life into us every day for 30 days. And watch how your world reflects what you've been putting into your mind. Like magic. All right, Soul Tribe, that's what I got for you today. I really hope that you found these tips helpful. I really truly believe from the benthic layer of my soul that connection to self really is the secret ingredient to any type of self confidence, self love, and really feeling like you are one with your body, just your being, and feeling connected to your spirit. And for some of you, that might sound over the top and deep and too much, but that's really all we are. We are spirits having a human experience. And so when I say this from with so much genuity and so much love that you can really do, be, and have anything you want to have in this lifetime. You just have to know that you're worth it. And so I feel like these 3 steps are things that I do and continue to do daily. They, even as I'm saying this, I feel so grounded and so connected as I'm having my hand over my heart. I feel connected and I feel grounded to you and to this message because I know it's meant for you to hear. With that being said, I really hope that you found this helpful. I hope that you take action with at least one of these steps sometime soon. And just know that you may not believe it yet, but the world is rooting for you. The world wants to see you win. And there's people out there who will help you make that happen. And I hope you feel that I'm one of those people. All right, so thank you for watching this video. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for thumbing up the video. And share this with someone that you think might need it. All right, let's wrap it up here, but I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye.